Uh-oh. What is this? It's like a dump truck. Yep, it's a dump truck, alright. Well, tow wrecker's not happy. Tools required. 5/8 wrench, 9/16 open end, and a 7/16 opened end, and a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. Yep. This is what we get into. What have we got to replace today? Where are we at? Here we are. Anybody know what that is? Probably not. You know what it is now? Yeah, some of yous may know. It's an air governor. Well, anyway, this is old hat. This is nothing. This is nothing I haven't done before. So we're gonna show you what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna show you when it's off and show you when it's back on. You're gonna get to see an air governor replacement, how to do it. So stay tuned. Let's get the hood open and get at it. All right, down in here, you've got a direct driven air pump for your air brakes. Right there she is. It's like an air compressor. Off you like your air compressor. You know, it's a Bendix. Right here you got this air governor. Now, this air governor has give up the ghost, and this poor truck is stuck where it's at. It won't build any air. I could build the tanks up with the air compressor and move it, but you know, we're not going to do that. We're trying to roof a house, but we need a dump truck to work. So we're going to replace that. To get this off, you've got to trying to get the camera and my fingers to work at the same place. You've got to take that line loose, that line loose, that line loose. You got 2 Allen head screws here that you got to take loose. And this thing just comes off. There's a block. It bolts right onto the, you know, you can see it bolts onto the compressor. But anyway, there's some block off plugs, etc., that you got to change out, but I'll show you that when I get it off. Well, it's no longer on there. It's in my hand. Well, note on some of these bolts, when you go to put it back on, you better put the bolts in because they won't always clear. This is one of these cases. Well, I've got to change this fitting over. I've got to roll it over. The new one, of course, all these holes ain't blocked. I've got to block this one in the new one. This one stays open. It's your exhaust. It stays open. I've got to put this fitting in. You follow it. You follow what I'm trying to say. And also, when you take this off, this is an original. You can also see it's got a band on it. If you can read it. I don't know if you can or not. It's hard to tell. But it says 120 psi, which is pretty common. So that's what this needs to build back up to. The new one, I'm hoping, is set. But if it's not, let's see if I can get this cap off. They can be adjusted. So, right here, it's just an adjustment. I can't remember. I think the tighter you turn this in, the further you turn it in, the higher the pressure goes up, if I remember right. I think that's right. Been a long time since I've ever had to adjust one. But anyway, we're going to replace this bad boy, and we're going to see if we get any air for the brakes so we can move the truck and tear some more shingles off. So, anyway, I'll show you when I get it changed over. Well, we've got it, you know, install this plug here, install this plug here. It's just a reversal of the way the other one was. You just put it back together with everything pointing in the same places in the same ways. Got the bolts back in. Like I said, necessary on this, and you can't put the bolts in with it up on there. Got the new gasket on it. We're going to slap it on, we're going to fire it up, and just hope to God we get 120 psi air pressure. If not, it's back to the drawing boards. But this one was exhausting out the exhaust hole. It was just feet bleeding out, so it wouldn't build pressure. So, you know, cold weather killed it. So let's put it back on. Just pretty simple job. Just put the 2 bolts back in, hook lines up. One air governor replaced. The lines hooked back up. Everything's tight. Everything's good. I hope. Let's put a little fire in the hole and see what happens. See if we start building air. So maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll see what happens. See if it builds air. Process, but it gets up to 120 and
summers in a line, though I gotta find